Florida, the fishing capital of the world. With over 2,000 miles of pristine shoreline, join 3-time World Sailfish Championship winner and pro angler Peter Miller as he takes these lucky winners on a once-in-a-lifetime fishing adventure. From freshwater to saltwater, ocean to Everglades, come join us for a fishing experience like no other. This is Florida's Bass to Billfish with Peter Miller, presented by Yellowfin and by Visit Florida. Unleash your Florida side.
Getting a bite right here. Got him on. Here we are fishing off Miami in my home waters, going for some bass. Well, here we are bass fishing on the Bass to Billfish special. Got a nice little bass here, but you know who else caught some bass was Brandon and Lindsay. Now we're gonna show you some footage of those guys in the Everglades. Took them there and they did a great job on the bass. Lindsay did a phenomenal job.
We get in the car and Peter drops the bomb that we're gonna head out to the Everglades. When we first got there, you know, Peter was still
back in the boat in.
Right, and
yeah.
We actually went and stood on this like kind of a dock area and we're just practicing really. One of his fishing buddies was helping us, giving us a few pointers.
I got my boy Madison here, he's helping us out. He's a professional bass fisherman, he's gonna show us some of the spots. I wanted him to run the electric, drive occasionally, so I could spend some time with Brandon and Lindsay. How have they been biting lately?
Pretty good. I went out a couple days ago and really put a hurting on them.
We took out a 24-foot yellowfin boat with a 300 Merc on the back. You know, we're used to coming out here in bass boats, but you don't necessarily need a bass boat. These boats now, they're kind of like hybrid style. Right. And they have a jack plate on the back. You can jack the engine up and get in shallow water. Got an electric motor on the bow so we can fish like the bass guys. Right on. We're using products that we use in saltwater, the Ray Marine stuff, and we pop it right on here. It works equally as well in the freshwater and saltwater, so you can fish pretty much anywhere.
It was really cool. We head about 5 miles out and we're, you know, in the middle of the Everglades.
There's grass on each side, there's different paths. We see gators swimming across.
Yeah, that was really cool.
It was really awesome.
Hey, wind up, reel. You gotta keep it reeling, girl.
She's like, I got something.
Yeah, everybody's like, whatever.
Like, huh? What?
Hey, you got one on the pink rod. Let's go, let's see what we got here. Hey, don't keep reeling, sister.
As I was reeling it in, my pole is just bending like at a 90-degree angle. That pink pole could not support the size of that bass.
Oh, nice.
Rod.
Look at that.
That's awesome.
Oh, man.
The pink rod. We knew it. Huh? We had a great time, and Lindsay, she brought that pink fishing rod of hers, and she was the top stick.
I think I got a bite.
Lindsay's got one on. Nice work. Oh my God. You are unbelievable. Oh God, that's even bigger than your first one.
Yeah.
She is good.
Let's go again.
He asked me if they were gonna have any free time because they'd never gone to an NBA game.
We're sitting there fishing and he's kind of nonchalant. Oh, hey, by the way.
I know you guys talked about being big fans of the Lakers and the Miami Heat.
Yeah, definitely.
We called a friend of ours and he's able to give you guys 2 tickets to the Heat game, Heat versus Lakers tomorrow night.
No way.
Oh
Yep.
my gosh.
Oh man. Like, no way. You're kidding.
Yeah, we wanted to show you guys a good time.
So cool.
That's exciting.
Oh my gosh, that'll be so much fun.
So I wanted to kind of, you know, give them a hard time about it. The only stipulation is, Brandon, you have to catch one.
I gotta catch one first? Is that what you said? Oh, great.
And I could see a little sweat, you know, developing on his brow, you know, because he hadn't caught anything yet, and his wife had caught about 6 or 7 fish so far.
We'll be out here for a while.
God.
She's a fish slayer. We keep reeling.
Oh.
Okay.
Every time I thought I had one, I'd yank and the lily pad would move.
Yeah, he caught a lot of foliage.
How many is that?
I'm going for double digits, guys.
Fish after fish. He was unbelievable.
Ah.
He was having some terrible luck.
God, you're making me look bad, babe. Come on, you and your pink pole.
I think he really wanted to go to the game because about 5 minutes later, there was his first fish.
Got one. Yeah.
Brenton, finally.
We're going to the game.
Heat game. Right here.
You just weren't trying that hard before.
That's what I kept telling you.
Congratulations, Brenton.
Thank you, sir.
You just earned yourself a trip to the Miami Heat game versus the Lakers tomorrow night with that one fish. Get a bite. Got him on. Looks like a little largemouth. There we go. Well, Brandon and Lindsay had a great time out there. Lindsay had the pink rod, and she wound up kind of killing it today. She caught the most fish by far with that pink rod. They had a great time in the Everglades. Coming up next, we have another unique Everglades trip, and we got Mark and Rob from New York coming down. Took those guys out on a little different sort of machine, but we went bass fishing in the Everglades. You got to check this out.
Bass to Billfish with Peter Miller is brought to you by Visit Florida. Your Florida side is calling. Go to visitflorida.com. Pep Boys does everything for less. Bass Pro Shops. Your adventure starts here. Ray Marine, world leaders in marine electronics.
Well, here we are in the Bass to Billfish Bass Special, and on this next segment, we took Mark and Rob out to the Everglades bass fishing on an airboat, which is pretty unique. Here we are fishing in Miami on a little flats boat here in the lake, catching bass, but these guys had a time of their lives out there on the airboat. We caught a bunch of bass, and Rob got a chance to catch his first ever largemouth bass. He never caught a bass, yet he's an avid angler, so pretty cool stuff.
It was just a neat ride out. I mean, we were just out in the wilderness. It felt like, nobody around, no people, no sound, just fish and alligators and birds, it seemed.
We came into this main canal where I've been bass fishing before. Not a lot of big bass there, but just lots of opportunities for small bass just to have fun. And this particular canal is so loaded with alligators. We came down the canal, literally the entire canal for about 1,000 feet was lined with well over 200 gators, to the point where you could walk on top of them like in a cartoon. I mean, it was remarkable. Typically when you bass fish, you're gonna have an electric motor to work the way down the canal, stay in the area so you're not gonna distract bass. With an airboat, unfortunately, you kind of spin around. You have no control and you have to push off branches. So everywhere we come into, we go to push off a branch, it'd be like 3 or 4 gators. I mean, literally, you could have touched them on the head. All right, guys, a little push off. That's the way we like it. You guys get acquainted with the iguana on the tree, please. My boy Rob, he's paddling down the canal. He started humming these songs. When I was in Rome. It's like old Italian songs like la 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 la, like he's a gondolier. We caught the best fish. It's gonna give me a moment to cast here, take a moment. You cast down the left side, Mark. At first, it was a learning curve, and for me too. It was tough to figure out the spin, and you'd get stuck in the bushes, you'd push yourself out, and then you'd spin again. By the end, boy, these guys had to figure it out. Looks like you're getting a bite.
Yeah, oh yeah. Look at the size of this little guy.
Yeah!
Hey-oh. Wow, it's huge. Look at that guy, huh?
Congrats, man.
That's cool. First bass, knock it off the list.
Nice. Hey guys, after we finish here, we're gonna go down the canal just to the left a little bit. Some of the fish are bigger than that canal. It's usually like 1 to 2 pounds, 3 pounds. I like this. You're good at this. Oh, here's a better bass.
There you go.
Better. Roseate spoonbills. We see roseate spoonbills, which is a very rare bird. Most people have never seen one, they never will see one, and it was just scores of them everywhere you look.
Doubled.
Nice. Not big fish, man, I tell you, to be able to catch 100 like this in about an hour.
Yeah, aren't they?
I've missed about at least 10 fish so far.
We got to get Mark a fish.
I'm in the money spot right where I am.
Got him on. Hey, he's got him on. Come on, Mark, stay tight, dude. Don't get casual. This isn't Casual Friday. Beauty. Nice. Oh! That's, look at the belly on that sow. Oh my God, my boys from New York are bass fishing professionals. I love it. We'd been there fishing for about three hours. A buddy of mine has a fish camp out there. It's kind of been set up in the middle of nowhere, 17 miles off the beaten path. I had some beers on ice and we went up there and made a little toast. Congratulations. Nice work on your first bass. Welcome to the Everglades, man. Welcome to Florida. Well, that was some great footage of Mark and Rob bass fishing in the Everglades on the airboats. Rob got a chance to catch his first ever largemouth bass. He's a hardcore angler, never caught one, but he got to catch one in the Everglades with gators everywhere. It was unbelievable. You could have walked across them. Coming up after the break, we're going to take a look at a different kind of bass that we caught in one of the episodes. I think you're going to like it.
Bass to Billfish with Peter Miller is brought to you by Yellowfin, choice of champions. Mazda, Zoom Zoom. Naples, Marco Island, and the Everglades, Florida's last paradise. Buff, the original multifunctional headwear. Closed captioning for Bass to Billfish has been provided by Bass Pro Shops. Your adventure starts here.
Hey guys, here we are in Miami in my home territory. I'm bass fishing right now. On this particular lake, we have bass and peacock. Oh, there's a bite. Got a nice bass on here. But in this next segment, I had Will and his dad Chris come down from Philadelphia. Took him to Alamorada. But took Will out for a special peacock bass fishing moment in the Miami Canal system. And Will's never seen anything like it. The most colorful fish you'll ever see. It's coming up right now. Will's dad, Chris, still had a bunch of work to do. He'd been flying and traveling a lot. So Will kind of looked at me and I said, Will, you ever heard of peacock bass? He goes, yeah. I said, you want to go catch them? He was all in. So here we are. We're in the canal and we're in search of the elusive peacock bass.
Just going through that was amazing, you know, because it's so close and you just feel like you're in a totally different place. I mean, you are, you know?
And we just hauled butt through these winding canals by these homes. It's really neat landscape, and we're following it on the Ray Marini. It was really neat experience. All right, Will, this area right up in here, they like to hang out by these culverts, and I think we're gonna stake out, throw a couple of baits right up in here. What do you think?
It sounds good.
All right, cool. The peacock bass fishing in Miami is second to none. So I thought, you know, what a nice way to spend the day while his dad's working. Go put him on some peacock and have a great day in the canals. Get ready. Just start whining. Whining, keep your tip up. There he is. There you go. And keep whining. Bring him in, and that's it. Just slide him towards me. Don't reel anymore. Nice.
Sweet.
Nice. Just hold him up sideways, just like that.
I can pick that.
Nice. These peacocks were brought to Miami back in the 80s from South America. People traveled from all over the world to target these peacock bass.
Yeah.
Congrats,
first
man.
peacock bass.
That is so cool. That's the beauty of what we have in Florida. Whether you're going to fish offshore, inshore, freshwater, saltwater, doesn't matter. You can pretty much target something at any day, any turn you make, right or left, you're going to find somewhere to fish. You just boiled on the bait right there. Ready? Just one. There you go. You got him. You got him on, buddy.
I was feeling like a tug, and I saw my tip going down.
Nice, Will. Dude, that is a nice one. You're really turning into a pro here, buddy. I like it.
Look, he's coming.
There he is.
He's coming.
That one's bigger. That one's bigger than the first one. A little bit more, and now slide them towards you. You got it, you got it. Grab it tight, there.
Look at the colors, it's a fatty.
It is a fatty. It looks like it's been eaten all day. I'm surprised they ate any more. That is awesome.
It was a nice little fight.
That's number 2.
The colors on them are just amazing, and the fight is just amazing. And having the second one be bigger than the first one is even better, you know?
You did a great job. Great job all around, man. From saltwater to freshwater, from bass to billfish. Got him on. Got a nice little bass on here. Yeah. Oh, it's a peacock. What do you know? Here's a nice peacock bass. And as you just saw in the last segment, we had Will from Philadelphia come down. He just caught one of these. They were introduced from the Amazon into Miami, and they're a gorgeous species, as you can see. And he had a blast, couldn't get over the colors. And in this next segment, we're gonna show you Emma and Mike from Boston. They came down and they did some bass fishing in Fort Myers. You're not gonna wanna miss this.
Bass to Billfish with Peter Miller is brought to you by Visit Florida. Your Florida side is calling. Go to visitflorida.com. The Bass to Billfish mobile app is here. Go to basstobillfish.com to get your free app today. FWC. There's only one season in Florida. Fishing season. Join the Bass to Billfish team and connect with us on Facebook and Twitter.
In this segment coming up, we have Emma and Mike from Boston. Neither one of them has ever fished before. Emma's 8 years old and Mike's 14. So check out this next segment with Mike and Emma fishing in Fort Myers behind the Bass Pro Shops for bass. What's cool about the Bass Pro Shops is you got something for everybody there. While we were shopping in there, I started talking to the son, Mike. Your dad never took you fishing because you've been too focused on hockey, huh?
You've never really been into fishing either, have I?
Have you ever caught a fish?
No, never.
No way.
Mike's a freshman in high school, and he's never caught a fish before. And our youngest daughter, Emma, has always wanted to catch a fish, and maybe, you know, my fault for not taking her fishing. You know, I taught her how to ride a bike.
Emma, hey, have you ever caught a bass before? No? Bass Pro in Fort Myers has this really nice little pond behind the store. I talked to the manager of the store, and he said that he's got a fishing rod that he can loan you, and one for your brother. And he says there's some nice largemouth bass in here that he said we can go catch. They put a bass boat into the water for us. They get a bucket of live shiners. He gave us rods, reels, hooks, everything. Luckily, I had my boy Madison there. How's the fishing been lately?
Pretty good. I've been putting a hurting on them, so hopefully we'll have a good day out there, catch a couple fish, and have a good time, mostly. Oh, got him on right there, Pete.
Mike's got him on. Nice, Mike. Easy. Pull up and then reel. Nice fish.
I've never caught a fish before in my life, so it was a crazy experience. My first time fishing and catching a really big 5-pound bass.
Look at that.
It was a sudden rush like, of adrenaline. I really liked it a lot. I enjoyed it, and so did she.
He's got one.
Let's go.
Oh,
Oh boy.
Careful, careful, Emma. You're doing great. Line. Oh, look, you do out there. Nice one.
Nice
Emma.
fish. It's gonna be a good one.
There it is. Emma, keep it.
It's really hard.
Bring him, slide him over towards me. Don't pull him out of the water. Nice one. Oh, he's gonna jump.
Oh.
There, bring it up. Emma. Just kidding. Just kidding.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
It looks like he has big ears.
Oh, got him on up here, Pete. Look at that. Follow him around. Follow him around.
Don't reel it anymore.
There,
Let the line out. Let it out. A little more. Come around the other side.
Bring him up, just guide him kind of around your further.
Way to go, guys.
Nice work. Look at that.
Nice.
That's nice.
Hold him.
Yeah, sure. Get him right in.
Yeah. Well, a little bit. Yeah, just like that. That's a nice fish there.
Nice fish.
Good job, man.
We'll start winding fast. Wind as fast as you can. Emma's got one on. Holy cow. Emma, it's huge. You caught a catfish. And she was excited. She had caught her first fish. he caught his first fish. So as far as I saw it, we'd already had a success and their fishing career start right at that moment.
It was really fun catching the fish. The ones I caught were 2 catfish, and then I got 4 bass.
You know, the most excitement I had was, sitting on the dock, watching the look on their face and the enjoyment. So it's pretty cool.
Good job, guys. I'll tell you what, that's one of my favorite parts of the show is putting people on fish, putting people on their first fish especially. You just saw Emma and Mike catch their first fish ever, and they had a blast. I mean, hearing her giggle when she caught the fish, and her brother Mike catching a 5-pound largemouth, I mean, that's where it's at. So if you want to come down to Florida and try this out, all you need to do is go to basstobillfish.com, click on the audition page, and it'll give you all the instructions on how you could be a guest on the show. Basically, you're going to upload a video to YouTube, and you're going to send us the link. It's as simple as that. So we look forward to seeing your videos. Good luck and tight lines.
Join the Bass to Billfish team and connect with us on Facebook and Twitter. The Bass to Billfish mobile app is here. Go to basstobillfish.com to get your free app today, available for iPhone and Android.